Check this out, y'all.
NASA scientists dead. Strangely, it's kind of hard. People living on the moon. There's already a breakaway civilization there. They've been there for a very long time. People were on Mars, and a few whistleblowers have come forward and said that the people on Mars look like the ancient Egyptians. Governments are so advanced now. They used to be 50 years ahead of us of what we know exists. Now they're about 300 years ahead of us. In the last 10 years, over 200 NASA scientists dead. Strangely, it's kind of horrifying, and I think that the people who may want to come out are afraid to die.
Now y'all hear that? He said 200 NASA scientists dead because of the truth. Now what he's saying is, right, that this is Billy Carson. This is one of his younger videos, man.
People living on the moon. Civilization there.
He said there's people already living on the moon. There already have been a civilization there. Just to give you a peek at the show, there's a show going on over there. You know what I'm saying? You already know. But I don't want to give him my attention right now. I want to talk about this. He's saying that there's already a civilization on the moon. Now look, I've been told y'all this. I've been said that it has to be the moon probably look like this. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Somebody know. But the movie Truman Show. Remember the movie Truman Show? When the demiurge, where was the demiurge at? Where was the dude that created the construct of the movie? He was in the moon. He was in the moon, y'all. So it has to be true. Like I said, they put the truth in the movies, and they put it in the movie just so you can always be like, oh, it's just a movie, so it's fictional. And you just, let it go over your head. But in the movie The Truman Show, the weird guy, the demiurge, I call him the demiurge guy. He was in the moon watching Truman, watching everybody. Right? Everybody that was around you, target individuals. You are the Truman. You're in the modern day Truman. And you got people like these coming around you all day. Everybody that's around you in your world is fake. Bots, plants. You can't get no information out of them. You try to talk to people like, but what you go talk to these stalkers? Why you just talk? Man, shut up. That's all I do is talk to these bastards. These bastards don't tell you nothing. You know what I'm saying? How can somebody keep a secret like this? They've been doing this since I've been here. And she rubbing on her nose. She rubbing on her nose, you know what I'm saying? You see me, I'm chilling with my feet up, man. I ain't ground yet, though. But anyway, let me hurry up before I run out of time on this drink. Yeah, so what I'm trying to tell you, man, is that there's a civilization living on the moon. The moon, and see, the thing is, this is why I be tripping about, these astrologers, man, these tarot card readers, and, everybody be always wanting to get this energy from the moon and blah, blah, blah. And, how do you even know that there's really energy in the moon like that? You know what I'm saying? How do you know it's a good thing? You don't know. You know what I'm saying? The moon is a satellite. David Icke and a whole bunch of people said the moon is a satellite. Billy Carson just said the moon is a civilization. You know what I'm saying? And then let me go on. What he
been there for a very long time. People were on Mars, and a few whistleblowers. People living on the moon. There's already a breakaway civilization there. They've been there for a very long time. People were on Mars, and a few whistleblowers have come forward and said that the people on Mars look like the ancient Egyptians. Governments are so advanced now. They used to be 50 years ahead of us of what we know exists. Now they're about this. People living on the moon. There's already a breakaway civilization there. They've been there for a very long time.
Laptop got stuck.
People were on Mars, and a few whistleblowers have come forward and said that the people on Mars look like the
Look, I got people in scrubs coming to see me.
ancient Egyptians.
They said the people on Mars look like the ancient Egyptians. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand, y'all, that we are everywhere. Remember Cat Williams had said that before one of his stand-ups? He said white people be going on vacations thinking that they're gonna get away from the niggas. He said, man, you go to the tropics, You go to the Caribbean and guess what? Guess who you see? Niggas, niggas, niggas. He said we are everywhere. Just them niggas just laid out on the beach. You know what I mean? We are everywhere, y'all. You know what I mean? Look, these reptilians and stuff look like us. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see they're gonna have long dreadlocks. Why do you think they made the movie The Predator? You know what I mean? That's what this is, though. You gotta understand too, every reptilian ain't a bad guy though. You know what I'm saying? We got archons and we got ancient deities that's on a lower vibratory state, and then you got some that's on a higher vibratory state. So if you're for righteousness, then you're gonna be protected by the beings that's on the higher the higher righteous state. You'll be protected. If you're doing righteous, whether you know it or not, whether you even have knowledge of it, you have beings that's protecting you. You see what I'm saying? They judge you by your heart. You see what I'm saying? And then at the same time too, don't get me wrong, the ones that's on a lower vibratory state, they got beings protecting them too. Let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? The ones that's out there doing the work. Look. You got the ones out here doing the work for righteousness, and you got ones out here doing work for the unrighteous. And you gotta understand that they're protected too, because they're the beast job got to get done too. I mean, look at all these bots. Of course they're protected. All these bots. Somebody protecting these bots while they're still alive. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of bots are dying too, but still a lot of these bots are still alive. You know what I mean? So back to what Billy Carson said.
Governments are so advanced now. They used to be.
He said the governments are so advanced now. They used to be 50 years ahead of us. Now they're 300 years ahead of us. This is Billy Carson right here talking. That's a younger Billy Carson. Look, he probably about 8 years, 10 years younger. You know what I'm saying?
50 years ahead of us of what we know exists. Now they're about 300 years ahead of us. In the last 10 years, over.
Look at that. It says 74 top NASA scientists murdered in the past 10 years. What's going on? Wow, how come you don't hear about that? Y'all ain't hearing about that? I never seen on the news about no 74 top NASA scientists being murdered. Did y'all hear about that? No. But guess what? You heard about that whole 25, didn't you, player? Oh, you heard about that. That's all on the media. You know, see, y'all, a lot of y'all fall for the okie doke. You know what I mean? You gotta understand that the stuff that's not being exposed on the news is the stuff you need to be chasing, aka gang stalking. They ain't talking about that on the news, but guess what? It ain't nothing but gang stalkers around me, bots all around me. I don't know what happened to the real people. The rapture done took place or something, left me behind or something. I don't know what happened. I just know I'm down here by myself in the physical. In the spiritual, yeah, I'm protected. I got beings, but I don't know what happened to the people in the physical though. You know what I'm saying? They done left me down here by myself, man. Ain't that some shit? Know what I mean? My balls is getting heavy. I don't have no Eve with me, man. God damn. But I've been doing good though, man, on my semen retention, man. I've been doing good, so I'm proud of myself. I've been using my energy, man, as, I'm not doing it because it's a fad or nothing like that. I do it because, number one, I realize that is your life. That is your life force. And on some real, y'all don't realize that men are not supposed to be ejaculating anyway. You're not supposed to. That's your life force. The only time you're supposed to bust is when you're bringing forth life into this matrix. And you already know that is far from DB's vocabulary. DB ain't bringing no life. So somebody, my next seed could be gang stalk. Red car, paper tags, y'all. Y'all see it. You see it. None of these gang stalkers own their cars. That joint nice too. Oh, that's right. I forgot too. Remember before the camera cut off. Last night, I'm driving. 3 o'clock in the morning. No, matter of fact, it was like 4. White car. Ran the light, man. If I didn't stop, I would have collided to the bastard. I'm trying to tell you, man, The takeover is already here. The body snatchers is already here. You know what I'm saying? The bots, this is already a zombie apocalypse. It ain't nothing coming. It's already here. If you don't know or understand the words that's coming out of my mouth, it's because you have not been activated. But the moment you've been activated, you better make sure you tune in to Gang Stalker Simulation, or you will be lost out this joint. Because these beasts, these reptile monster lizard people, these CIA lizard people, they are after you. We have billionaires after us. I'm going to say that again. We have billionaires after us. They got a lot of money, and they ain't got a lot of time, and they ain't got shit else to do with their bread but to put you in the conspiracy campaign called COINTELPRO and gang stalk you to the day you die. Can I get a no-no there? Holla back. Gang Stalker Simulation. Say what's up to the bot guy or the bot girl with the dog. Do y'all get dogs? Of course you do if you're in the program. Holla back, player.